everybody. Today I'm going to be filming a garden tour for you guys. So I just wanted to get out here and kind of show you some of the beautiful things that are happening in the garden right now this time of year. I also wanted to give you guys some updates on some of the projects that we've done earlier in the year and how those things are looking and how they're doing. Give you a little bit of progress updates on different areas and how I'm switching some things from summer gardening into more of a fall garden and just all those different things. So I wanted to do a garden tour today and just kind of update you on what things are like around here. Now, we went through a bit of a summer lull here, and it's been really hot, and it was really dry. We didn't have any rain for almost a month, which is not really normal here for us in eastern Pennsylvania. It's like some years we'll have drought years, but most of the time we usually have fairly consistent water, fairly consistent rain, and I don't normally have to really worry about things. I supplement to water here and there. You know, it gets hot in the summer and you need to do that, but normally we don't suffer from drought. Not that often anyway. Like I said, it's every couple years or so we'll have it. But this year, my stuff has been struggling. There's been a lot of drought. It got really hot there for a couple of weeks, and I've been trying to supplement to water things, but it was like the water was just not soaking enough into the plants, and I struggled a lot with a lot of pests. I had aphids and all kinds of things, and just had a really rough year with that stuff. And so some things are not looking as good as I wanted them to. Some things did not do well at all, and when I normally think they would do a lot better. So I just wanted to give you guys an update though, and kind of bring you along, because I want to be honest with you guys. I want to kind of show what's working for me and what's not, and I want to talk to you guys about why I don't think it worked, or why I did think it worked, or what we can do differently next year, or whatever. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you later. Hey guys, so I'm just going to talk to you as we walk through the garden. I'm just going to give you some updates on things as we go. Here I am cutting back some of my black-eyed Susans that were bloomed out, and these are the kitten around catnip that I had cut back earlier in the year, and they're flushing back and looking really fresh and beautiful. These strawberries, these are the proven winners, Berry Treasure Red strawberries, and they went through a little bit of a lull this summer, but then they're really starting to pick up and bloom and set some new fruit, and they're looking great. I'm really happy with them. For this first year being in the ground, I think they're doing really good, and they're producing a nice size berry as well. These are the big boy tomatoes that we planted. They are going wild. My trellises, my cages that I have for them were not even near big enough, I don't think. There is the pink perfusion salvia. This is its third time being cut back, and it is blooming for the third time this year. That plant is awesome. And I just had to put a little clip in of that gourd that I got stuck in the trellis that I couldn't get off. Here are the tomatoes. These are my favorite cherry tomatoes right now. And I need to go up and find the tag, because I need to continue to get those cherry tomatoes. They are awesome. Now this up here, this is my my fall bed. I have planted all of this stuff here in the late summer. I have some arugula, some red lettuce, which is a romaine. I have some tomatoes that I started from suckers. I rooted in some suckers from the tomato plants I had already previously planted, and they are doing great. These are the limelight hydrangeas, and as you can see on this one especially, These poor plants have really scorched, and that's because of the drought, and I have not been able to give them enough water to really keep them happy, which happens with plants sometimes in their first year in the ground. I love walking through this little area in the garden. It's kind of overgrown and wild, and it makes me happy. I have a butterfly bush and a rose of Sharon that grows through there, and that is a coleus. So coming out around here to the circle bed that we have out in the front yard, I am loving the autumn joy sedum, which is that pink flower that you see right there with all the bees on it. The sedums are really coming into their own right now, and they are looking amazing. Some of my other perennials are really, this is the time of the year when they've been cut back and not a lot is going on, and I love having that sedum in the ground because it really is just a big performer this time of year, and it really carries the bed through the rest of the year. I have some of the more of the same thing, autumn joy sedum, up around this tree with some hostas, and I just love them. Their color is so beautiful, and they are an easy plant. Here we have some heuchera. They were looking really good earlier, and then we went through a little bit of a dry spell, and they just did not like it very much. This is a coleus, a new coleus that I found this year in that pot, and it is doing amazing. I cannot find the tag to that plant everywhere. I searched all over Proven Winner's website for it, and I can't find it. I'm so frustrated. I hope I can find it again because that coleus is gorgeous. And now these are the fall containers that we planted up in the last previous videos. If you guys missed them, you can check them out here. But I planted those fall containers up just recently, and I am loving them so much. I love having fresh new things on the porch to look at. I love having fresh plants and flowers and everything. It's a nice fresh start to a new season. This is an English ivy that I put in a cute little galvanized container I had. And this guy, I believe he is a caladium. I've had him for several years and I have never been able to identify him, but I believe he's a caladium. This is the agave that we planted up in this really neat black concrete pot that I found earlier this year, and he is doing great. This is an area I have by my garage, and the only thing I can find that grows there is those hostas. Anything else I put in there just withers up and dies. I'm not sure what's going on in that area. Here is my sad sunflower patch. I almost didn't put this on because these sunflowers have taken a beating. You guys can see that they're all kind of flopped over. Some of them are laying on the ground. And the wind just comes through there over the top of the garage and batters them down. But they were absolutely massive, and I love sunflowers so much I just had to put them in anyway. And there's a little bee working away. I love it. I actually left this little clip in because I just, while I was recording, saw that itty bitty little sunflower just going for it down there, and I thought it was the cutest thing. I had to show y'all. This next container that I'm going to show you is one of the first containers that I planted up this early summer, and it has Supertunia Vista Silverberry and Supertunia Royal Velvet. And I don't know that I would repeat this mix. The Royal Velvet was not able to keep up with the Vista Silverberry at all, but it's still beautiful. Well, that's it for this video, guys. We'll see you in the next one.